Today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to create a menu in Adobe Muse and how to link that menu to different sections of your Adobe Muse page. So let's get started. First, we're going to open Adobe Muse. This is the new version, just updated June 18th, 2014. There's a new interface. So I'll close this. I'll go to File, New Site, and click OK. The interface looks more like Adobe Illustrator or Adobe Photoshop. It's very nice. It's black, a little bit slicker. Okay, so new site, and now we go to Home. Double click there. Now to create your menu, you just go to Object, go to Object, Insert Widget, Menu, and I want to create a horizontal menu. You can create a vertical menu, but we'll do horizontal today. Okay, then I click once, and just right there, I want to kind of center it in the page. So at first, you'll notice that you can't edit this menu. You can't add new menu items. Now that's because if you click on this little blue and white arrow here, the menu type is set to top level pages, and what that means is that Adobe Muse is looking for pages in the plan view to create menu items out of. Since we only have the home page, it only creates the home page. Now to change that, we want to manually edit our menu. So again, we click on the one menu item, click on the blue and white arrow where it says menu type, click on manual. Now we can edit our menu and add new menu items. So we click on the menu item again, we'll click on it one more time, and up now appears where you can add more menu items. We can add a menu item to the right, to the bottom, or to the left of this menu item. We want to add a menu item to the right. So let's click the plus symbol there, click the last menu item, click the plus symbol again, the plus symbol again, and one more time. I'm going to have 5 menu items. I'm going to have it at the center of the page, and to make this menu wider, you just click on the entirety of the menu and just drag all the way to the right. Okay, my menu is going to be 960 pixels wide. It's right in the center of the page, and I want it to be right at the top of the page, right there. Perfect. And I want to make it a little bit more height to it. So we have some nice big menu buttons. Now I'm not crazy about this gray here, so we'll click the menu, click the first menu item. Any changes you do to this first menu item, we'll do it for the other menu items as well. So we click on over here, fill, click the color icon over here, and I want this nice red right here. Very nice. I like that red. Now to change the text, you just double click inside the text and click a few times until you can edit the text. And I'm going to pick a font. I'm going to do Alerta. Okay, perfect. Great. Now, and I want to change the font height to, let's say, 18. Okay, now we need to give these menu items names. So I'm going to go ahead and do home. Oops, sorry about that. Home, about, services, FAQ, and contact. Alright, very good. So there's our menu items. Okay. And I hit tab and okay, there we go. So just centered more of my page in the center. Okay, so those are our menu items. And right now they don't do anything. It's just a menu. Doesn't link to anything. If we wanted to link the home button to, let's say, Google, we just click on the home button. Where it says hyperlinks, you click add or filter links, and we do http google.com. And let's preview it, Command-Shift-E. And we click on home, and it takes us to Google. Great. Very good. But we don't want these to link to external pages. We want it to link inside this particular page. So what I'm going to do next is create some sections for the page. So I'm going to click on the square tool right over here to the left, and I'm going to just draw one square, and I'm going to make it 650 pixels high. You think the average screen size is about 768, so creating a section that's 650 pixels high will allow the user to see most of that section. Okay, and we want the square, or the section, excuse me, to be at 100% width. That way the width of the section changes with the width of the browser. You can do that just by clicking the left and right and making sure that the width says 100%. Very good. If you noticed, this section covered our menu. To change that, we just right click, arrange, and send this section to the back, and that brings our menu back to the front. Okay, so I'm going to fill this section, let's say with black. We'll just do black and red. Tend to like those colors. And we'll just kind of create that there, and right there, and right there. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and color these sections different colors, just so you can see how this works. So, and we'll do one more like that. Yeah, it's fine. One other thing I forgot to mention, if you notice, you probably won't see it too well, but these sections have a 1 pixel border around them. I don't want them to have that, so I'll just click on each section, go to stroke, and set the stroke color to none, and that takes off the stroke. Okay, stroke, and there we go. So these have no stroke. The other thing I want to do is add some text to each section, so we can tell the different sections, give each section a name. So I'll just create a text box. You do that by clicking the T over here and creating a text box. And I'm just going to call this section 1. You can't see it because it's black on black, so I'll highlight it, change it to white, and make it a bit bigger, 60. And again, we'll change it to Alerta, just to keep the theme going. And we'll center this text. Very good. All right. Okay, center. One thing I like about Adobe Muse is these grids and how they let you know if everything's centered or, proportionate to other items within your website. It's very useful. Okay. And right there. There we go, section 3. Okay, and section 4. And section 5. Okay, there we go. Okay, we have all our sections. Now the next thing to do is to create anchor points, so we can link these menu items to these anchor points. To do that, we click on the anchor right up here. This is this thing that looks like an anchor. You click once, and you place it at the top of each section. So this is section 1. You can label each anchor, and you'll want to have each anchor centered nicely in the middle, so when you scroll, your sections aren't scrolling a little bit to the left or the right. Section 2, we'll put it right here at the top of section 2. Again, you can see how Muse Muse lines up everything. It's quite nice. Go to the anchor, click here, section 3. Okay. And this other anchor, okay, let's just delete that. Okay, section 4, perfect, and section 5. Okay, so we have our 5 anchors for our 5 sections, and they're all aligned perfectly in the middle. Very good. Alright, so the next step, let's just preview this to see what it looks like in the browser. Now you notice the only thing we have linked is the home page, but if you click any of these buttons, they don't work. and you have to scroll to see the different sections. Either scroll with your mouse wheel or up and down with the scroll bar. Alright, we want it so that when you click on About, it goes to section 2 and so on. Home, they all go to the different sections. So let's close this. So what we need to do now is to assign the different menu items to the different anchor points. So we'll click on Home, and where it says Hyperlinks, we will now see we have Home, we have section 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We want to link Home to section 1, About to section 2, Services to section 3, FAQ to section 4, Contact to section 5. Okay, very good. That's all there is to it. Now let's preview. Let's preview this page. Command-Shift-E. And if I click on About, I get the About section, Services, section 3, FAQ, section 4, Contact, section 5. Alright, now there's one thing that I'm not crazy about, the fact that you have to scroll all the way back to the top to see the menu. We can easily change this by fixing the menu to the top and bringing it to the front. So one thing you want to make sure is that you click the menu. Now right click, you want to make sure the menu is in the front, and you click Bring to Front. Okay, now the menu is in front of everything in this website, of all your elements in this page. And we want the element to stay at the top. So we click once to click on the whole menu, and we want to pin it right over here. There's this pin option, and we want to pin it to the top and in the middle. Very good. Now this menu item is going to stay fixed at the top. It's not going to move, and it's going to be on top. So let's take a look at how that looks. Okay, so About, perfect. Services, FAQ, Contact. Oh, okay, so interesting. This section doesn't go all the way to the top. The reason for that is because we don't have enough scroll space here at the bottom of the page. The page ends right here. We need to add more scroll space so that this section can go higher up in the page. Now to do that, it's very simple. You just go down here, you pick this little tab here where it says bottom of the page, and you just drag it down. All the way down. That should be good. This allows more scroll space for section 5 to go up. Now as you get more into development, you'll know what you'll want to do with this section here, because you don't want it to just be white. And that's kind of, playing around with Muse and seeing what works best and, what looks best. You could try something maybe like this and, see how that looks. Contact. Yeah, there you go. See, so now it covers more of the page and there's not so much white. This is kind of the footer area right down here where you can add, a footer or something else. You can make this the same color as this section. And, it's all about, getting the design to look good. So basically, that's the end of this tutorial. We just made a scrolling website. Hopefully you find this useful and can use it for your own websites. And there'll be many more videos to come. If you like this video, please subscribe below with the subscribe button. And I will see you in the next video. Thanks.